Hello everybody. Due to my last post from my Christmas dish, I got a lot of requests from people asking how I did it, the materials I used. So for me, it's not impossible, but it's difficult to reply to all of you. So I'm making this video to try my best to explain how I did it. So first of all, I want to say that I'm Portuguese, so if I do any mistake with my English, please understand and I will try my best. So this is a normal ceramic plate that I bought, that a lady here replied saying they are vintaged. I don't know, because I bought them very cheap, and so I don't use them, so why not to make some. Okay, they are beautiful, but you can make something more beautiful with this. So from this, turn to this. So this is the Christmas, one of the Christmas dishes I already made with these really cute Christmas bunnies. And so the paper I used here, I ordered from Temu. It's this normal paper. They said it's scrapbooking paper, but I have scrapbooking paper. They are more thick. This one, it's normal one. But if you have a thicker one, you just have to remove a little bit from the paper with the tape, that you have to put tape in the back and peel the back. So, but I think you know how to do it. So this was the paper for the center. The molds for the bells, I used this one. I also bought it from Temu, so I used this one. I wanted a little bit bigger, but this was the biggest I had. And for the flowers, I used this one, also from Temu. I don't remember the name, but you just need to make a quick search for silicone borders, molds, or whatever. The paints I used for the base, I used this green, but of course you can use the colors that you see that it's more to adapt more for the image color. So for the base I used this green. Then I applied white on top of the green, this green after the white, and for the last, this one. They call it heliotrope green. These paints, I don't know where, I think it was from Amazon. They were really cheap, but they are not too bad. So to blend all these colors to get this effect, I used this brush. Normally they call it to dry brush, but to blend really good the colors, normally I drip in water, remove the excess. In the paint with a paper towel, you remove the excess paint, and then you just do it like this. And because the brush is wet, it blends really well. And it's just like this to blend. These are half pearls. They are somewhere here. This size, I don't know which size is, but you can use the size you want. So I used this size. They are really small. You see? And to finish, I used this metallic chrome paint marker in this color. Yeah. So these are made with air dry clay that I used this brand Jovi. I used to use Dash, but I used it for a long time, but dash with small pieces, it's okay, but bigger pieces, they has the tendency to shrink a lot and they crack a lot. So I started with this one. I bought it from Amazon and it's really good. But I forgot to say in the beginning. So before the green, I applied my own primer that I make. If you want to know the recipe, just let me know that I will send the recipe. So, and then after the air dry clay, you leave it to dry, I think for 24 hours, 48 hours, because it has a cream color when it's fresh, but when it's totally dried, it turns white. So when it's completely white, it's dried. Sometimes when I have bigger molds, I used to cover with this. This is decoupage and sealer, but here in Portugal we use this a lot for fabrics. So if you want to turn the fabric more hard to work, we use this. So, but normally I use this for air dry clay to seal it, and then I apply the paint on top. So you paint after it's dry. If you want to seal it or not, you paint with the same green or the color you choose. And I give a coat of varnish. Normally on my works I use semi-gloss varnish, and it's this varnish. It's specialized for kitchen and bathrooms, furniture for kitchens and bathrooms, because it resists to moist. And here where I live in Azores, we have a very moisty climate, so I try to protect my pieces with this. And this is really good for wooden boxes, for ceramic, for glass. They have it in semi-gloss and gloss. More. Yeah, and then when it's dry, to give this, I don't know if you call it a vintage look, but it's kind of this dirty. I use this stain from Americana. This is for wood, but it works perfectly in my works. So this is walnuts, the color. So you leave it dry through the night, and when it's dry, you finish with whatever you want. So I finished with this gold. This is a wax patina. So I finished this yesterday. So I have to, with a kind of a fabric, a cotton fabric, to give it more shine, you just have to polish. When it's dry, you need to polish this like this, and then you just apply varnish or another sealer that you want. Well, and this is how I made this beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I don't know if it will be a gift or for my own or to sell, I don't know. And that's it, but I have another ones in work. This is the primer I was talking about. It's really good, because normally, I don't know if you guys, all your products, you buy them from brands, well-known brands, but here I try to make my own products. I follow a lady, a Brazilian lady, and she teaches how you can make your decoupage glue, your primer, your metallic colors, and all kind of stuff that you can save a lot of money. And a few ones I tried and they didn't work so well. And other ones, they are great, like the primer and decoupage glue. It's this one. So it's made with a very good quality white glue and hair gel, and it's really good. It works with all kind of woods, glass, ceramic. So, but if you want to know about these things, just let me know and I will give you the recipe how I make this homemade products that works really well and can save a lot of money, because now before I was using, and I still have it, Mod Podge, and Mod Podge is really good, but this one is good because if you apply the paper, you apply this glue, you apply the paper, if it's not centered or in the place you want, this one, because of the hair gel, you can move the paper, and with Mod Podge it's not so easy to move, or white glue or whatever you use. This one is really good because you have a few minutes that you can move the paper around without ruining it, and it dries really quickly, and even to seal the paper it's really good. So I don't know, I don't remember if I missed something about this, but if you want to know anything else, just let me know and I will try to answer to all your questions. See you on the next post, maybe the birds one. I have to check it out how I will make it. See you next time.